1.2.1 now has a super easy way to do fusion entanglement, the glitch needed for Pocket Rocket, anytime, anywhere. Here's how to do it. To set up overload, first, warp the Highland stable. Make your way to stable and make a hard save here. Make sure you have an inventory full of weapons. If you don't, you can go around destroying these bushes to get tree branches. Like this. Next, we're going to go down inside the cave. And get rid of these bokoblins that will be annoying here. Now follow this path inside the cave. Keep following this path until you reach these bokos. Once again, kill these guys. You will reach this chest. Open it. This is the weapon chest that we need. Now grab it with Ultra Hand and carry it all the way back to the cave entrance. Next up, grab a pretty large weapon. Like, for example, for me, it will be this. And just attach it vertically onto the top of the chest. Put it up and just put it as high as you can inside the well. Keep it there for a couple of seconds and then just climb up. Go to the entrance. Recall the build. Ultra Hand the thing and bring it back up. Now you should have a weapons chest available. Just pick up your weapon again and place this weapons chest just along the side of this wall here. Grab an item, preferably a dragon part, like this, and just attach it onto the chest. Now we're going to go back down into the cave and we're going to do like stick smuggling. So for this wait until it stops shooting these electric balls. And just place this steering stick next to these 3 stone dots that you can see, these 3, just here. Select ascend. And there we go. We got it to work. The A timing is a bit on the later side. You really want to press it just before the like is going to eat you. So now just climb out of the... Just come to this part and descend here. Place the steering stick down and wait for Link to become invisible while just being in front of it. Once Link calls, watch your memory and get on the steering stick. Now select Ultra Hand, grab this steering stick and place it next to this wall. Now we're gonna go around, break these bushes and grab 14 tree branches. 14. Once you have all these 14 tree branches, just go around gathering them and just put them together like this. Next up, bring these sticks over to our little setup and just drop them, unattach them, and just drop them all next to the chest. Not too close to the chest, but pretty close to the chest. So we should have a pile of sticks with 14 of them. You can pick up this scale now. You don't actually need to, but you can. Now face the steering stick and equip a weapon that isn't the Master Sword. Make sure that the prompt that you have is the control prompt and not the open prompt. Watch your memory to call. Next up, open the quick menu, drop this weapon, close the quick menu, reopen it, and equip another one. Now watch your memory and spam A to get on the steering stick. You should not be able to access the D-pad now. That's just normal. Pick up a tree branch and then open the chest. The game will ask you to drop out a weapon. Just drop the one that you have equipped and then face the steering stick. Drop it. Equip another weapon. Watch your memory. Get on the steering stick. Pick up a tree branch. Open the chest and drop the equipped item. Do this until you have no more sticks. If you start seeing weird effects like this means that you're done. So once you're done, reload your save that we made earlier, and you'll see that now some weird stuff will start happening. And if you want to notice even more of this weird stuff, remove all your equipment and armor, unpause, pause, and re-equip everything. The game will start being weird, but you know, that's not what we're here for. We're here for fuse entanglement and pocket rocket. So make your way to somewhere where you can easily have your back against the wall or in a condensed place where Minoru will easily despawn. You can just test this by making sure that Minoru can actually despawn where you're headed. So if I go over here, for example, Minoru will despawn and come to me. But once again, that's not what we're here for. So pull out your bow, jump, and switch to a weapon with nothing fused to it. Fuse this weapon to your shield. Fuse the weapon that will drop to your shield. Pull out a steering stick and then press Y to fuse it to the weapon that you don't have. This will create a cold fuse, and this actually allows you to clip out of bounds. But that's not what we're looking for. Thing is, clipping out of bounds using this method creates a connection between Link and the stick, which makes it so that if the stick culls, Link culls with it. And this is what we can use to do fuse entanglement. So, repeat the same process as before. Except this time, raise the steering stick in the air, leave it there for a few seconds, drop it down, and get to the very edge of where you can be on the stick. So about here. Recall it. And once you're up in the air, once again, make sure you're on the very front of the steering stick. Drop your shield that you have equipped and spam A. If that didn't work, so get to the front of the stick, recall it, set up front, drop the shield and mash A, then mash B to get out of the stick before you clip out of bounds. Now you can pick up your shield, switch to another one, and wait and get onto Minoru. Get on Minoru and attach this steering stick to any part of Minoru. Now get off Minoru, but in this state, do not paraglide, shield surf, or anything else that isn't running, or you will softlock and have to reload a save. So now get the item you want to fuse entangle out. This item can't be too big. I just recommend you use any item that isn't bigger than a rocket. Just get this rocket out and just walk around until Minoru disappears. Now you want to, when Minoru disappears, you'll see that you actually go invisible when the little orb thing hits Link. So you want to press ZL right before that orb hits Link, and that will fuse entangle this rocket. So now switch weapon, press Y, and you will have set up pocket rocket. Dismiss Minoru, make sure to dismiss Minoru, and now you can pocket rocket. You can actually just set this up anywhere, basically anywhere. You can basically set this up anywhere as long as you are overloaded. So let me do this again. If you see that this happens, this didn't work, so just try again. And as you can see, we can just set up Pocket Rocket basically whenever we want, as long as we don't forget to dismiss Minoru. As you can see, this happens, but you can just reload a save and set it up again. There's no real issue to this. The only real issue happens if you are in that state and if you warp away. That will soft lock you fully, and you'll lose the overload. So you don't want that. You don't want that to happen.